One thing I've noticed over the years, when we talk about fashion online, we spend so much time talking about what's hot this season, what's the trend, what's in, and what's out. But when you look at people who are consistently stylish, not just on Instagram or on social media, in real life, their wardrobes are actually very, very quiet. They are not loud or constantly changing, and they are definitely not built around trends. Instead, their style is built on underrated pieces that just make everything look gorgeous. So today, I want to talk about some of the most underrated pieces that truly make a wardrobe stylish. These are pieces that people rarely talk about, but subconsciously, they notice them. And today's video is about both men and women, because style isn't about gender. It's about intention, fit, and awareness. So, if you've ever wondered how people stay stylish without trying too hard, you need to stay with me, because this is where the secret actually lives. But before we jump right into the video, if you're new here, hi, I am omobolaakinwa, and this is where fashion, lifestyle, and travel meet sweet living while staying on a budget. So, if you're ready to live the sweet life, hit on the subscribe button to join the family. Just a warning though, the sweet life can be very addictive. And to my returning subscribers, I need to find a name for you guys, but you guys are the real MVPs. Thank you so much for living the sweet life and growing with me. You all are the best. Now, without further ado, let's jump right into the video. First, let's really talk about the basic t-shirt, because this is where a lot of wardrobes quietly fail. Everyone owns a t-shirt, but not everyone owns a good one. A lot of people think t-shirts are just t-shirts, something you buy constantly and replace often. But let's really think about it. The t-shirt is one of the most exposed and most repeated item in your wardrobe. I mean, think about how often you wear one. You wear it over a jean, you wear it under your jacket, you wear it at home, you wear it while you're traveling, you wear it basically everywhere. So if this piece isn't just working, your wardrobe begins to feel off more than you realize. Now, let's talk about fit, because this is where the difference actually shows. A good basic t-shirt sits cleanly on your shoulders and doesn't expand after 2 washes. To sum it up, a good t-shirt will respect your body and not exaggerate the areas you're insecure about. It just simply supports your frame. And here's something most people don't realize until it's pointed out. A well-fitted t-shirt makes everything that's layered over it way better. Your blazer looks sharper, your trouser looks more intentional, and even your casual outfit look more styled rather than just thrown together. Stylish people don't buy 10 random t-shirts. They own 2 to 3 excellent ones and wear them repeatedly. And that repetition is what creates a signature look. Most people default to jeans because they are easy, familiar, and don't require too much thought. And honestly, I get it. But when you put on a tailored trousers, you immediately move differently. Your tailored trousers does something that your jeans rarely does. They add intention. Most people associate tailored trousers with official, formal, office wears, or even just doing too much. So they avoid it. But tailored trousers are not just all about formality. They're all about structure. And structure is what gives an outfit that sense of authority. When you wear jeans, your outfit feels relaxed. But when you wear tailored trousers, your outfit feels decided, thought about. And here's something interesting. When you put on a tailored trousers, your body language instantly changes. And that's because clothes don't just affect only how you look, but also how you behave. And if you really want to own a piece of underrated tailored trousers, go for colors like black, beige, gray, or even brown. These colors are incredibly flexible, but people tend to overlook them because they're not as exciting. But one thing stylish people know is that not everything in your wardrobe has to be exciting. Some pieces just need to be reliable. And you don't need to own so many. 1 or 2 well-fitted pants in your closet can go a long way. A layering piece is where we move from just wearing clothes to actually styling them. Layering is one of the most underrated fashion skills, especially in warm climates where a lot of people tend to assume that layering isn't just possible. But layering isn't just about adding weight. It's more about adding dimensions. A lightweight layering piece could be anything. It could be an open linen shirt, a relaxed overshirt, a thin jacket, or even a soft cardigan. What this does is to create movement in your outfits. Without layering, your outfits could feel a little bit flat. I mean, top, bottom, done. But with layering, your outfits begin to have a depth. And depth is what makes your outfits look like you actually considered it. Also, layering allows you to rewear some of your core pieces in different ways. I mean, think about it. The same t-shirt can look different when worn alone on a jean, or when worn under a jacket, or even when worn under a shirt. This is how stylish people get more value from fewer clothes. Layering also allows you to adjust throughout the day, which gives you the flexibility that is very important in real life. Pro tip: instead of just asking, does this outfit work? Ask yourself, does this outfit feel complete? And layering is always the missing answer. Once you start thinking in layers, your wardrobe instantly feels more creative without buying anything new. Now, let's talk about belts, because this is where details start to separate good style from great style. Most people treat belts as purely functional, something you just pick up to make sure that your trousers doesn't fall off. But in a stylish wardrobe, a belt is not just an afterthought. It's a finishing tool. A well-chosen belt creates structure. It defines where your outfit begins and ends. It brings balance to your proportions and seamlessly pulls everything together. And what makes a belt purely underrated is that when it's done properly, you barely notice them. And that is the goal. A good belt should blend into the outfit and not compete with it. When a belt is too shiny, overly branded, or too wide, it draws attention in the wrong way. And instead of completing the outfit, it interrupts it. Stylish people tend to stick to neutral colors, simple buckles, and proportions that match their body type. A belt that is too long, too short, or constantly shifting breaks the clean line of your outfit. But when a belt fits properly, it creates a sense of control, like everything fits into where they are supposed to be. Belts are small and most times overlooked. But guess what? Style often lives in those small and quiet decisions. And this is one of the decisions that people don't usually consciously notice, but they absolutely feel it. And that's the goal of styling. Subtle, but memorable. A stylish wardrobe is not just all about aesthetics. It's about alignment. And a lot of us, consciously or unconsciously, dress for the version of our lives that we aspire to be, not the one that we actually live. We buy clothes thinking, one day I'm going to attend this formal event. One day I'm going to dress like this person. One day I will start to go out more. And there's nothing wrong with aspiration, honestly. But once aspiration starts to replace reality, your wardrobe starts to feel like it's working against you. For example, if your daily life involves commuting, working long hours, but your outfit feels very uncomfortable, too tight, too stiff, you would end up avoiding them, right? Or if your lifestyle is more casual, but all you have in your wardrobes are formal outfits, suits, and pants, you start to feel disconnected from yourself. Or final example, if you live in a warm climate like Nigeria, basically Africa, and all you have in your wardrobes are winter jackets, sweaters, tights, and really, really dark clothes, my dear, you're basically setting yourself up for failure. The thing is, stylish people don't just dress for fantasy. They dress for alignment. They dress for the life that they actually live and things that they actually do. They ask questions like, what do I actually do on a daily? What places would I be going to? How much movement do I need from my clothes? And what makes me feel confident and comfortable? And when your clothes matches your lifestyle, something within you shifts. Getting dressed stops being stressful and your outfits look more natural rather than forced. And that's when style becomes effortless, because now your outfits are finally working with your life, not against it. If you've watched up to this point, you are the real OG. Thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any of my next videos. This one might surprise you because it's one of those things that people rarely talk about. Your home clothes are part of your style identity. The way you dress at home affects how you see yourself. Most people treat their home clothes as an afterthought. Worn out shorts, old t-shirts, pajamas all day, or just anything goes because nobody's looking. And let me be honest, I am very guilty of that as well. But here's the honest truth. The way you dress at home actually affects how you see yourself, affects the value that you place on yourself. If the clothes you wear at home make you feel sloppy, unmotivated, or even disconnected from yourself, that energy, that feeling is not going to disappear when you step outside. It follows you everywhere you go. And I'm not saying wear fancy outfits when you're at home. All I'm just saying is wear intentional ones. You can go for comfortable, readable, clean, and just flattering enough for you to feel good in. And if you want to take it a step further, go for matching lounge sets just because you can, or breathable dresses or elevated basic that just feel good on your skin. Now, I'm not saying go and break the bank. All I'm just saying is put more intention into your at-home outfit. Go for something comfortable. It doesn't have to be performative. It doesn't have to be, oh, now I have to be this. Because like I said, a stylish wardrobe is not all about aesthetics. It's about intention. Go for things that make you feel like yourself. Things that make you feel connected to yourself. And see yourself go from 0 to 100. Because let's actually talk about it. When you feel put together at home, you feel more productive, you feel more motivated, and you're more likely to step out confidently if you need to. And over time, this quietly builds your self-respect. And remember, style isn't just about how you look in public. It's also about how you treat yourself when no one is watching. One of the most underrated things that stylish people do is that they don't just wear random colors all the time. If you open the wardrobe of someone that always looks put together, you usually notice something. There's just this sense of visual calm. Not because everything looks the same or everything is in the same color, but because those colors speak the same language. A consistent color palette doesn't mean that you always wear black, white, beige, or just neutral colors. It just means that your wardrobe has direction. For example, you can have someone who leans more into neutrals and earthy tones, and another person who leans more into soft browns, olives, blacks, or even just colors that work well with your skin tone and your environment. When your clothes share similar tones, a few things happen naturally. First, mixing your outfits becomes very effortless. You stop standing in front of your mirror every morning thinking what goes with what, because almost everything already does. Second, your outfit starts to look more intentional even when they're simple. A plain top and trousers suddenly look more styled rather than accidental. And third and most underrated part, your presence becomes recognizable. Now, people may not consciously say, oh, that's her color palette, that's his color palette, but they begin to associate certain looks and certain feelings with you. And that is how personal style is built. Not through trends, but through consistency. To become stylish, you do not have to chase every color trend that pops up. Just choose the one that supports your lifestyle, your skin tone, your climate, and stick with those. That's not boring. That's strategic. This final point might be one of the most important, yet most overlooked aspect of style. See, the thing is, trends come and go. Silhouettes change constantly. But your body, your proportion, those stay relatively the same over the years. Yet, so many people try to force their bodies to fit into trends instead of choosing clothes that work with them. And one thing about underrated style is that it comes from self-awareness. Stylish people understand what actually works for their body. They understand where their shoulders sit, they understand where their waist is defined, and they understand what lengths work perfectly for them. They don't fight their bodies with clothes or punish their bodies with trends, and that's why their outfit never looks awkward or forced. And honestly, this applies to everyone regardless of gender. A well-dressed person isn't the one wearing the trendiest item in the room. It's the one who is wearing clothes that actually look like it belongs to them. When your clothes respect your body, you stop adjusting yourself all day and stop feeling self-conscious, and you start to carry yourself differently. Remember, confidence isn't just internal. It is highly affected by what you put on your body. Here's the truth. Style isn't all about the dramatic fashion moments, but about the small, quiet, underrated choices made consistently. If you focus on these pieces rather than chasing trends, your wardrobe will start working for you. So I want to know, which of these underrated pieces do you already have and which ones do you realize you need? Let me know in the comment section. And that's it for today. If you enjoyed this conversation, please do not forget to like this video, subscribe, share to your friends, and stay with me. Because here, we're not just dressing better, we're thinking better about style. Thank you so much for watching and see you in my next video.